Hi everyone, welcome to Social 5 University. I'm Kate Drake and I'll be your host today. I wanted to just do a quick audio and visual check. If you can see and hear me okay and see the presentation, if you wouldn't mind either putting up your hand or letting me know in the chat or the Q&A. Awesome. Great. Well, we'll hop right in here. We're just going to cover some kind of basic SEO concepts here today. This is one of those things that can get really complex, and you can spend a ton of money working on, to optimize your site. But there are a few simple things that you can do as well, and we're going to talk about some of those today. So let's just do a quick overview of what we'll be talking about. The first one is some key SEO terms so that you guys can understand what we mean when we talk about SEO. I know that's just something we throw around a lot, so what do those words mean? We're going to talk about the different types of results that you get in a search. And then we're going to talk about some things that you can do on your website to optimize it and some off-site things that you can do. So these are, again, pretty basic concepts here. So first off, why do we need SEO? What is it that we're benefiting from here, and how is that helping your website? So it really all comes down to these little guys. They're search engine spiders. And obviously they're not real spiders, right? But the web is full of these little guys who, and they're more like algorithms, right? Instead of actual machines or something, but they crawl around on the web and look for different search terms and different data that they can use to rank you in a search. So again, they're looking at your metadata, the keywords on your website, and they're what influence your search ranking. So all these things that we're doing to improve your SEO are trying to get these spiders or algorithms to notice your page more. So let's talk about a couple of the key terms here that we use when we're talking about SEO. First one is SEO itself. What does that mean? It stands for search engine optimization, which is basically it's affecting the visibility of a website or page in a search engine's unpaid results. And unpaid is really important there. These are the, we call these sometimes the organic or the natural results too. They're the ones that just, without doing any paid advertising or anything like that, they're what just pop up that way. Now, we also throw around the word keyword a lot, and that's a word or a phrase that describes the contents of a web page. So basically they act as a shortcut to sum up your entire page. So if you're a baker who makes wedding cakes or something, you're going to have keywords like bakery, wedding, cake, things like that. Those key terms that are kind of the main focus of your business that you could throw out there. The other one is that I wanted to talk about is metadata. And this is a term that gets thrown around a lot and that people don't totally understand as well. But this is the data that describes other data. And it works behind the scenes of your website to make finding your information easier. I always like to use the example of, I don't know how many of you have read actual paper book recently, but they always have a page in the front that has the Library of Congress information, and it will have keywords and things like that that tell how that book should be classified and things like that. And that's what the metadata is on your website. It's like that cover page that tells what this website is going to be about and how it should be classified. So let's take a look here at what search results look like. This is a Google page that we've pulled up, and this is, we just search for automotive repair. And you're going to see 3 different types of results on this search page. So here at the top, you're going to see paid advertising. I hope you can all see, it's a little small, but there's this little yellow add button there, right? So the auto repair experts at Steve's Automotive have paid to have their result come up at the top. Really great strategy, right? Very effective. They're the first result that shows up. Then we're going to see next what we call the local listings. These are what appear based upon your geography. So Google is using your location to find the automotive repair shops closest to you. And it will do this with anything that you look for. If you're looking for ice cream, if you're looking for nail salon, whatever it may be, it will pull up whatever's closest to you in your location. So that means that your Google search in that regard is going to be different based on where you're at. Same with the paid advertising, okay? And then you're going to see organic listings down here at the bottom. And these are what we're trying to affect with SEO. Now, a lot of people, because they know how this works, they just ignore the top part of Google. Now, when they say ignore it, it doesn't mean they're actually ignoring it, right? Even if they know that that's an ad, they're still going to be looking at it. So it's still a good strategy to do paid advertising and to be in these directory listings, because you're, as you can see with something like this, you're so much higher up on the page. And people really have a reluctance to scroll through too many pages to get results. So that's part of what we're trying to do with those organic listings, is get you on the front page of results and make sure that you're showing up there. So some of the things that you can do on your website to optimize it and help with these, get noticed by these spiders, there's a few simple things that you can do. One is you want to make sure that you have your address and your phone number on your website. Now, that might seem kind of silly, especially if you're an online business. Maybe you don't have a brick and mortar store or whatever, but you want to make sure you have at least, some sort of physical address, even if it's just the city that you're in or something like that, right? And you want to have a phone number. Now, obviously, this is a good strategy anyway, because you want to have people be able to contact you, right? But having that address and everything on there is going to really help with you showing up in those local search results. The other thing that we see a lot of is that a lot of people have images on their website where they put their text in as a JPEG or something like that. And the problem with that is that if your text is an image, the spiders can't find it. They only read that as an image, and they can't process what those keywords may be. So if you've got all these great keywords and everything in the text of your website, but you've got it saved on there as a JPEG, no one's going to notice it. So that's a big part of it, is anytime you have text on your website, you want to make sure that it's not an image, okay? The other thing that you can do is you can review your website metadata. Remember, we talked about the data that describes other data, to make sure it includes relevant keywords and is up to date with all the information about your website. Now, you may need some help with some of these if you need to talk to your web developer to get access to them, or whatever the case may be that way. You may need a little bit of help. But again, these are pretty easy things that you can do. You just, make sure that you don't have those images that have text in them. Make sure you got your address and phone, all important things that you can do. Now, the cool part is that, that's what you can do on your actual website. But then you can do other things off of your website that will also help. And so that's very helpful. One of the biggest things is having other sites linked to yours. These are called backlinks. And it's really the easiest way to increase SEO off of your page. And there are lots of ways that you can do this. One is to make sure that your business has a Wikipedia listing, even if it's really short. And there are other wikis out there too, besides Wikipedia. You can add to a lot of them. Anything that may be relevant to your business. There may be, I know there are wikis about insurance and automotive and things like that. So find any wikis that might be related to your business. And again, these are user-driven databases, and you can create a listing for your business. The other thing you want to do is that you want to make sure that you're listed in directories like Google, Dex, and Yelp, and things like that. And they'll often allow you to feature a link to your website too. Now, some of those, you can create a Yelp profile for free. They do have advertising and things like that on there to help you bump up in the results. But even if you do the free option, having more of those websites link into your site is really going to help. So anytime you can get yourself listed in any kind of directory, totally take advantage of that. And then again, make sure your directory listings are up to date. Your spiders are programmed to search for more recent information. So they're going to be looking, and just by doing an update, that's going to help boost your SEO. Now, when we do SEO, we do some things like this that we are constantly updating that information and stuff like that to keep it relevant and things like that. So again, these are simple things that you can do yourself, but you can also, if it's too intimidating or whatever, we'd be happy to help you with that with an SEO package. All right. Well, that's all I have for today. Again, just wanted to go over the most basic stuff, and hopefully you guys have a little bit better understanding of what SEO is and what it means. Does anybody have any questions before we head out? All right. Well, we'll go ahead and sign off then. Again, if you have any questions, holler right now really quick. But I've got another webinar coming up here at 11 o'clock. We're going to be talking about social search optimization. And basically, it's the same thing as SEO, but it's for your social channels instead of your website. And we're going to be talking about some simple ways that you can increase the searchability of your social channels so that they'll show up higher in search results online. All right. Well, thanks all for tuning in, and we'll see you guys soon.